Yes, bless up people, you don't know. It is I and I, Blind Visionary, aka The Conduit, back with another review. But before I get into the review, do me a favor, please. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. We would greatly appreciate it. We're trying to get the numbers up. Thanks in advance. You don't know. Anyway, without further ado, today's review is going to be talking about the latest release, Audio Optics, by the Goat of the South. Yeah, I said it. The Goat of the South. Yeah, I said it again. The Goat of the South. Rino. Now, those of you who know, you know. And big up to those of you who are here who want to know. But yeah, very bold statement by me, but a very bold statement that can be backed up. And not only by me, because no matter what you think, no matter what your opinion is, like or hate this dude, how his music sounds, whatever you have to say about him, Rino is your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. This is not my opinion. This is an indisputable truth. A lot of you might say, Scarface is the GOAT of the South. Well, guess what, kids? If you got ask Scarface right now who's the GOAT of the South, guess what I'm going to tell you? Rino. So yeah, bold statement that can be backed with one hell of a catalog and then some. Like, we're talking dozens of albums here, people. And he hasn't lost one step as far as his pen game entire time. Decades and decades of music. Onslaught after onslaught. And this latest release, Audio Optics, is no different. But before I get into the meat and potatoes of this album, I'm just going to touch on who this dude is and why I believe he isn't as accessible as he could and should be. Now, he's from Houston, South Park Coalition, same place Gangsta Nip and a bunch of these dudes was from. So that whole time, he's been around in the Houston scene. But what he comes to the table with is super lyrical that doesn't really fit into the Houston scheme of things, because Houston is a very laid back car culture type of place. And Rino, maybe, I don't know, he landed in a place where he probably shouldn't have been, if you think about it from a technical standpoint. But if you think about it from a divine standpoint, he was exactly where he was supposed to be. Because he was a fish out of water, and guess what? He adapted to the land. And he got his respect. Like, it's not like because Rino doesn't fit the typical Houston palette that Houston does not have a bunch of love for this dude. They hold him very highly. So I just thought you should know that for some sort of emphasis. But yeah, let's touch on the elephant in the room to a lot of people when it comes to this guy. Production. I hear it over and over again. Rino is dope, man, and he would be so much doper if he had better beats. Now, personally, I can't argue with somebody when they say that, because their opinion would be valid. A lot of times, the beats are questionable, but I don't have a problem with a lot of them. But because I have a very open mind and I am open to a whole bunch of different sound palettes, then yeah, that's different. But like the person who likes a particular type of vibe that usually accompanies this level of lyricism, they're not used to this sonical palette. Is sonical palette even a word? Either way, if it, I just made it up. All right, yeah, they can't rock with that. You know, maybe they grew up on the East Coast and they don't know the car culture vibe. They don't know the laid back vibe. They don't know why this production works and why certain people, like, come on, people, the man is from freaking Houston. And even then, there are incidents where he paints the sound palette of what you purists like. And he rhymes over some boom bap shit. And there's so much of it that guess what you can do? You can compile even like a 5-disc album worth of songs that sound like that. And guess what? You'd be a hog in hog heaven. And you'd have to bother with the songs you don't like. So that's what I highly recommend to people who will listen to an album from this dude, but then dismiss him because you don't like some of the beats. Then look, there's enough material to put together a bunch of shit with a bunch of beats that you will definitely like. So don't lean on that excuse anymore. But again, though, I can kind of understand, but yeah, you know, sucks to be you people. Every day ain't Tuesday, theoretically speaking. Variation is good. So yeah, this album, Audio Optics, is on some if it ain't broke, don't fix it vibe. You know what you're getting with this dude if you're a fan. But if you aren't, you have no idea what you're in for. As far as if you're receptive to hearing something that going to walk away from you and have you chasing it as opposed to the other way around, then man, welcome to this guy's world. If this is your introduction, if this album is your introduction. And I have my issues with some of the music, but I have no issues whatsoever with the lyrical content because you get everything here, like I stated before. You get your stories, you get your bar fests, you get your brain food, you get your social commentary variation, and the production also reflects that. So yeah, there's stuff that I know as soon as certain people hear it, them going to click off of it and say next, and they're going to go like, okay, I can dig this. And yeah, there are at least 6 songs dedicated to you, quote unquote, rapidy rap dudes who just like lyrics and a hard beat. Yeah, these songs are on this project, but there's also retrospective songs on this project. There's also songs reflecting gratitude. There's songs that touch on subject that you don't really want to hear, but you have to hear, that hard pill to swallow type shit. You know, there's the story element that go, yo, that really happened? And it makes you actually say to yourself, I could see that really, really happening. Emphasizing audio optics, which has been the case, not just with this project, but yeah, all over. I can't stop stating that, and I'm going to keep stating it because it is beyond obvious. And as somebody who has been blind since 2015, I see lyrics more than ever before. Like, I mean, I always used to when I could see. But now I have no choice. You know, when somebody describes something to me, I have to paint the picture in my head. And whether it's lyrical acrobatics or whether it's telling a story about cryogenics or telling a story about a wizard or whatever the hell it is him doing, you see it in your head. And you see a clear picture. Like you don't see a blur, you see it in 4K in your head. And I greatly appreciate him for that. And if you, the listener, actually listens and you use this little thing up here, then you will too. This will be quite a great experience, especially if your audio palette is not limited to boom bap. Feel sorry for you people, man. Like, shit. These are the people, by the way, that when you go to their concerts is a sausage fest. So that's why I call a lot of them rappers as opposed to MCs. Huge difference. Rino is an MC. Not only that, he's an MC's MC. So yeah, you don't know. I highly recommend this. And I'm about to get into probably one of the most in-depth track-by-track breakdowns to date with these reviews that I've done. So, without further ado, let's go. Album opens with the title track, Audio Optics. Now, I stress over and over again, opening song, very important. This delivers on every front. Now, I see quote-unquote boom bap purists not saying this beat is amazing, but they'll say, okay, if I have to rock with this kind of shit, this is fine. This is acceptable, right? And the lyrics will more than make up for any sort of issue that they have with this beat, because good Lord, he comes out the gate swinging and the heads go flying. And right then and there, you will hear why I said this dude is the GOAT to the South. He's doing a lot of Southie shit on this song as far as cadence and flow, but you hear every single word he's saying. And the structure of the words he's saying is not grade school level. And most importantly, the chorus says it all. He says what he sees and make you see what he says. Yeah. Very plain and simple, but very complex bar-wise. And right out the gate, when I heard this, I was like, yeah, I'm in for a ride, man. And I wasn't wrong. So I move on to track 2, Digital Hypnosis. Now, yeah, personally, I wish this had a better beat. But the subject matter and the way the subject matter is delivered trumps all in this particular case. So whereas, yeah, beat's just there. Yeah, the lyrics aren't. They're very, very significant, and they speak on the fact that, yeah, we are all trapped up in this digital hypnosis with these smart devices and our TVs and our, smart houses and convenience through delivery and just every single thing becoming digitized for convenience. But the price that we pay is a developed dependence that even I am guilty of. Every single one of us is like, I'm coming to you doing this review because of digital hypnosis. So put that irony in your pipe and smoke it. But this is a very, very prime example of what I said. Like, this dude gives you brain food. And whether you want to actually accept that this is the truth or not, this is the truth. This is digital hypnosis. And all 3 verses speak very significantly on the web that we are in, that we're trapped in. And yeah, notice I said 3 verses. Yeah, this is one person who still does songs with 3 verses. I can appreciate that, although I kind of also understand why these days a lot of songs have 2 verses. Because yeah, I don't really want to hear what you have to say up to a certain point when it comes to most of these artists. But Rino has so much to say that 3 verses are more than appropriate. So yeah, track number dos. Beat could have been better, but again, lyrics and subject matter significance more than make up for it. So then we get to Attack Mode, track 3. Back to Barfest territory. And this beat, I like this beat. Nothing special. It does its purpose. It knocks. And I think this is a second song that you purists will gravitate towards, because you can't say that it's trappity trap. Is a typical rap beat, but then it doesn't have your typical raps on it. This brother goes in, and then he goes within the in he just went in on, and the chorus says it, Attack Mode. Solid chorus, amazing lyrics. I don't know about the voice quality though. I don't know if this was on purpose or the mic was just not up to speed, but you actually hear the difference between the vocals on this song and the vocals on the rest of the songs on the album, and that's the only one issue I would have with this, but otherwise, very, very, very solid song. Like I said, variation, people. So I have Dark Vibes, and personally, I'd have a problem with this. This is your mediocre southern trap beat that is well done, but has all the elements that makes the purist go, I don't like it. So I can understandably get why somebody would hit skip on this, but you're missing out on some brain food, yo. I mean, him talking about, as the title of the song says, Dark Vibes. And Dark Vibes is basically arms house people, or as we Jamaicans would like to say, bad mind. The haters, that give off the dark vibes, like them, we have a saying out here, like, nobody want to plant the corn, but everybody want to raid the barn. So it's like, yeah, man, when you don't have nothing, them don't have nothing to say. But when something start going on and popping off and, yeah, yo, blah, 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 they're the biggest champions and act like they were there from day one. That's basically what this song is touching on. I completely get it, because I have to deal with that type of shit. And I like it personally, but I can get why haters would hate on this. Or if that's not your cup of tea, I can respect this. I'm not gonna go, man, you're bugging. Like, I get it. But anyway, it is what it is. Now this song, Future Shock. Whoa. Strong candidate for Song of the Year right here. Now, the premise of this song is a dude agreed to do a scientific experiment where he'd be frozen cryogenically from 1981 until 2003. And the song starts off where a scientist goes, opens a cryo chamber, thaws this dude out. And the dude thought he time traveled. He didn't know that he was sleeping in the cryo chamber this entire time, and they basically put his whole existence on pause. So then now his existence is playing again with the current time, and he's like, Scooby-Doo style, like, what the hell is all of this? Like, he's reacting to the internet, he's reacting to phones, he's reacting to the fact that his family is older, his wife is older than him, she remarried. Like, it's just crazy. And you're just picturing all this and like, this could be a movie. In fact, it was like Austin Powers. It was the same type of Austin Powers type of fish out of water type of vibe. And it's done very, 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 like I said, Song of the Year candidate in my opinion. But the purists will get their heads wrapped up in a bun because he's rapping in double time and the beat is, oh my God, it's very southerny and very Bone Thugs and Harmony-ish and Midwesty, and it's not the boom bap, boom, boom, boom. So no, it's garbage. I pity the fools who think like that. Because this is a brilliant brilliant song. So if y'all like this shit, sucks to be you. Yeah, I said it. Song is next level, yo. Seriously. 6 End of Times. Now this song is familiar territory, but done in K Rino style, meaning social commentary on things that were once conspiracy theories that have now become reality. That's what is touched on the 3 verses in this song. And it has that trap gangster vibe as far as the beat. And talking about this type of thing not supposed to work on this type of beat. But K Rino being who K Rino is, he makes it work. And someone like me who thinks the way I think, not gonna find anything remarkably groundbreaking or shit them never know on this song. Perhaps other people who not as in tune will. But yeah, this is coming from the brain food branch of the K Rino tree. And yeah, even if other people acknowledge and know a lot of this, you might not be accepting it. Because yeah, a lot of these realities aren't realities anybody would want to accept. So I can't say that I blame you. But yeah, it's a dope song that paints a really gloomy picture of what we're dealing with. So don't expect to relax to that one, kids. So now we have No Such Thing. So No Such Thing is going to drive the purists up the wall. Rapid hi-hats, typical everything they hate about a certain audio palette of hip-hop is represented in this beat. But I have a problem with this. I rock with this kind of shit from time to time. And especially when it's done good, I have to have good lyrics over it, which it does in this particular song. And this particular song has to deal with gratitude to God, to the universe, to the higher power, whatever you want to refer to it as. And it's a feel-good song. It's a song that make you reflect and make you humble yourself. And be thankful for all you have, because if you look on things from a certain angle, you realize that you have way more than you don't. And gratitude is important as love. Not as important, but almost as important, I should say. But people don't put that much emphasis on it, and they should. And this song kind of stretches the fact that people take what they take for granted until they have nothing. And then that's when you hear them, oh man, I wish so and so and so. So no, don't wait until it happens. You have it now and you're blessed. That's what the takeaway from this is. And it's a very powerful, important, and needed message. So, yeah. So far, so good. But yeah, I can, again, understand why people with certain limitations will skip certain things. So then we get to track 8, Flow Session Continuum. Now, K Rino has had this flow session thing on a bunch of his albums, so there's like a zillion parts of it. And a flow session is exactly what it sounds like. Rapping, 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 and more rapping. Him showing why he's the GOAT of the South. Him showing why when I said that there's weight to it that weighs megatons. This beat kind of like a West Coast gangster vibe, but it serves as a perfect backdrop for this dude to just go in and just rap and just shred. Like, you know, a serious guitarist shreds. That's how K Rino shreds on the mic, and this is Very good example of that. So yeah, another one in the chamber for you purists to rock with, man. So yeah, ignore the hating, but don't ignore Rino completely. That's the advice that I would kind of give to anybody who is dealing with this dude and his extensive catalog. Like, you have so much to go through. You must, like, yeah. Anyway, I digress. Never Out the Picture, track 9. Now, a blind man is going to talk about a song about photo memories. Now, yeah, like I said, I haven't been blind all my life, so I can actually speak on this concept because we've all lost people. We all have photos of the people we've lost. We've all been in a position where you look at the photo and it transports you back into a memory, and it's almost like you are there feeling, tasting, like everything just comes back. That's how important a photo can be as far as triggering a memory about somebody significant in your life. And this is a very, very, very dope song that is familiar in terms of for the dead homies, but done and executed very well. The chorus is sung by Avery Callahan. I forgot to mention that. And he does a really, really good job of bringing across what is being said and wrapping up the entire package into something that, yeah, I mean, an album has to have variation, has to have layers. So yeah, I mean, touching on a retrospect like this is significant and it works. So yeah. So keep it moving. We have track 10, which is another rapidy rap song, as some people would say. And another song that should satisfy the appetite of you boom bap purists, because MCs are on the chopping block and they're being chopped, and they're being chopped very well. I am not going to try and say to you what Rino is going to say to you when you listen to it. So I'm not going to try and say, it is so and so. I'm not doing that on purpose because I want you to hear it for yourself. So I'll be very vague and just say it's lyrical, so that the surprise of how ridiculously, insanely dope the lyrics are can pop out at you. Like, that's my gift to you. So it's like, I kind of letting you know what you're in for, but not really. On purpose, because you're in for a treat. Beat-wise, nothing that's going to have me like jumping through the roof. But it's a dope beat. It works. And again, the rapping is the epicenter here, people. Don't forget that. If you can say anything else, go right ahead, but don't say shit about the rapping on this album. Can't say that. Or you're just being biased and you're not listening. Anyway. Next song is Faded Moments. And my phone is kind of butchering the pronunciation, so I apologize at the time. I don't know if it's Media or Media or Media. I doubt that's what it is, but I apologize. But that's the person dropping some really subtle but to the point and significant vocals on the chorus of this song. Awesome voice. Did an awesome job over some awesome production. That is a very hard pill to swallow as far as the meat and potatoes of this song, because it's the coulda, woulda, shoulda song. And it kind of hit a nerve with me because I've been guilty at some points in my life of a lot of what is being said, and I had to just listen to this song and go, yeah, I can't deny that I did that, and I'm not proud of it. So it had that effect on me. And the beat is eerie and possesses the kind of emotion that makes you say, okay, somebody needs to have a talk with you. And that's what this song does. Does it very well. I can appreciate it. Like I said, hard pill to swallow. Track 12 is the next track. Wizard Work. Now you see this song? This song is what I believe a lot of people who aren't a huge fan the way I am of this dude, they want his entire discography, catalog, and existence to sound like this song right here. I like shit like this. And Rino obliterates this shit. I wish he would have more like this. But like I said, if I want a bunch of songs like this, I can compile them into a playlist. And that's the solution. But yeah, more bar decapitating, more of him showing why he's your favorite rapper's favorite rapper's favorite rapper. And I would say this is my second favorite song on the album, because it's just overall, everything's just through the roof. Beats, rhymes, everything. So yeah, salute to this very impeccable song. Life Ain't Fair. When the other pill that don't done digest yet because it's so hard to swallow is going down your system, here comes Life Ain't Fair to say, yeah, down another pill. And this doesn't hit a nerve as much because I have accepted that life ain't fair. But this touches on a bunch of reasons why life ain't fair, but it also tells you life ain't fair, acknowledge that, and act accordingly. Beat is kind of sounds like Justice League did it, but it works. The vibe and the emotion works. And this definitely falls under the category of people gonna hear this and it gonna fall on deaf ears, but people gonna also hear it and go, yeah, I need to take my head out my ass and just man up and do what I have to do. So, grown up rap people, and again, brain food, hard pill to swallow. Not a good track. Deep Water is like an extension of Flow Session. More bars. It's like a verbal ass whooping. Now, beat's just okay. I think if the beat on this was so dope that I would like it and go, yo, the beat ridiculous, our heads would explode with the level of rhymes that would be on top of this beat. So it's like, yeah, the beat kind of just falls back and lets Rino do his thing and like completely demolish any sort of competition battle-wise. Like, I'm telling you, if you listen, you will not deny what I'm saying is the truth about this dude. He's just that insanely dope. Deny it if you want to, but it is what it is. So yeah, you have more than a couple of songs that fit the purest palette, quote unquote, on this album that you can go to and be quite happy. So please just be open-minded, be receptive, and do what you have to do to give this dude support because he deserves it. I don't want to hear hip hop dead and there's no good music when this dude has a catalog with zillions and zillions and zillions of records. It is here. You just need to seek it. Seek and ye shall find, folks. So then, when the pill that you just swallow is right here in your throat, and it's trying to catch up with the pill before that, here comes Love Don't Listen. Love Don't Listen. We've all been guilty of this shit. I don't care who you are, unless you haven't been dating extensively. When somebody just turns into an idiot, combined with the fact that you're at a place in life where you don't really think very highly of yourself. So you settle and you feel, say, yo, I probably don't want to be by myself, so I might as well. And you just rock with it. And that's what you end up being in a situation where people trying to tell you, in some cases you see it for yourself, but you don't listen. And Miss Sonia Townsend does a very, very good emotional hook on this song, stating what the song title is, Love Don't Listen. Because yeah, it is obvious, Love Don't Listen is it's a very complex situation, and it's like, it defies logic, and I don't get it, but I get it because I've been there, and it's a very, very relatable song. So we come to the final song now. This has been quite a long album. It was over an hour long. I think it's like 74 minutes long. But this is the closer. Mama didn't plan for this. And this is, I wouldn't say another hard pill to swallow. This is just a sad truth, a sad reality that we have to deal with. Where, like the song says, Mama didn't plan for this. It's about a mother who had a child too early, but decided to make the benefit of the doubt and be the best mother she could, give up her life, sacrifice everything for this child, and then the child turn around and be a deadbeat, worthless piece of garbage, completely throwing everything that the mother has sacrificed back in his face. And this is what this song is about. And it's sad because it's way more common than it is not. And the people who suffer are the mothers and the grandchildren of these children who end up throwing their lives away. The mothers always have to pick up the pieces. And she didn't plan for that. She had her own life. But her life had to be you, and that's how you repaid her. That's a very powerful message that a lot of people going really, 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 really not like, because it's talking about them. And what a way to end an album. Now, I know the production is questionable, but yeah, whatever. I'm not even going to keep beating a dead horse at this point. If you like multi-regional sounding music that has very, very strong lyrical content, if you want to hear rapping on a level like you probably will never hear from anybody else, if you want to start here to dig into the wide world that is this dude's catalog that spans over decades, then yeah, welcome to the world of K. Rino. Buy Audio Optics. At least stream it a couple times. You might not get it the first time, but keep listening. There's so much there to grab. And then, yeah, dive into his catalog. Highly recommend him. You don't know. Big up to K. Rino if you ever see this review. Big up to those of you in the culture who get it. And big up to you who took the time to watch this video. You don't know. Respect. I have spoken.
Stop recording video.